Hi guys, cutting it super close here, 11:03, deadline's at midnight. We'll get it in though. Things are good, all is well. That's all I have to say. Babe, I'm sorry, I'm gonna blast some motivation up in the house.
I just feel like your audience deserves more of an intro.
No, they don't get more of an intro today because I don't have time for more of an intro.
Why don't you have more time?
Because I didn't feel like doing this earlier.
Why not?
Because I was hanging out and I was organizing my stuff so that I could be organized and life could flow more smoothly.
Oh, so today was like a day you take off.
No, I didn't take it off. I was doing work. I was doing organization stuff. I was doing like managerial organization stuff.
This is what you equate managerial with.
Yeah, it's like organizing your cabinets so that you could find the files that are under A in the A part of the file cabinet. You know. If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
And you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So a lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. You truly believe in it. If you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality.
Make this note. Don't become a victim of yourself. Forget the thief in the alley that's after your purse. What about the thief in your mind that's after your promise?
There's this thing about people and they talk about manifesting. Mm-hmm. It's fucking real, man. Manifesting is real. When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up, doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. It's real. And there's no excuses. There's no fucking days off. There's no
days off.
Everybody's against me and this didn't happen for me because of this and that and all this whining.
No days off.
It's these people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want. They know
No
who they
days
are.
off.
And they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get
Short-term
there.
goals.
Most of those people make it.
No days off.
He's the biggest man I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to fight him.
No days off. No days
That's
off.
why no one will remember your name.
There's people like us, we're crazy in the sense that we believe.
I believe.
To be, it's almost delusional sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, like, what's the one?
Delusional.
I've heard this quote on the JRE before. It's like greatness
No
and
days
madness are next door neighbors, and they just borrow each other's sugar once in a while. Bro, I can manifest like a motherfucker.
No sugar.
Everything comes from the imagination. Everything comes from the imagination. So the power of the mind, people don't understand. We still don't understand. I still don't understand how powerful it is. I'm still learning. But I know one thing is I can make things happen. I can go into levels. I just can't tell the world, but like there's levels that like I've manifested things that I'm just like, I still shock myself. Like, how the fuck did I make that happen? And this is nothing to do with fighting. This is to do with my personal life. And I'm like, I made that happen. And this is through this like manifesting subconsciously as well. Just years of something just manifesting, and boom, it's right there. I'm just like, shit, I really made that happen. It's scary, man.
2 years in the gym, true wins, true losses, true life. I just realized that if you say it to yourself and you look yourself in the eye, look yourself in the mirror and truly believe that not a man alive can beat you, then that is the way it is. And just through hours in the gym and preparation, I feel that I am untouchable right now.
I want to reassure you that no matter what the night, no matter what the storm, no matter what the difficulty, there isn't anybody here that can't figure it out Find some things to do, step at a time, yes. Minute at a time, yes. Day at a time, yes. Week at a time, yes. But there isn't anything you can't walk away from. There isn't any challenge you can't overcome. I want you to have that kind of belief in yourself.
Maybe it was your time to lose. You didn't think so. Lose? I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
If a person would sit down and let their body relax, totally relax, okay, and then start to visualize in their mind, see themselves the way they want to see themselves. See how you'd like to live your life. See yourself living it that way. Now understand that that's a picture in your mind. Take that picture and describe it. Write it out in the present tense. I am so happy now that I see myself, and write it out. Start to read it, and read it, and read it, and read it every day. Carry around and keep reading it. The one point that all the great teachers, all down through history, have all agreed on, they've been in complete unanimous agreement on it, we become what we think about. Now, it may be fantasy at first, it might even appear to us as being a lie. But if you read it often enough, you'll start to believe it. I watch people in the personality change right in front of my eyes, and all they're doing is starting to see themselves different. They're starting to think different thoughts.
Nah, I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. That's simple.
You can have anything you want if you want it badly enough. You can be anything you want to be. Do anything you set out to accomplish if you hold to that desire with singleness of purpose.
If you want revenge for the bad things that have happened in your life, start with the version of you that hasn't lived up to your potential.
Connor, in February of 2013, we spoke for the first time. You didn't have a car, you didn't have a pot to piss in, all you had were blueberries. Now here you are with the undisputed gold. Enjoy it, my friend. You deserve it, you called it.
Yeah, from nothing to something to everything.
Two years ago, and I had the goal in my head that I'm going to be the best player in the league.
I believe in the law of attraction. It's something that is like an internal belief. So I just feel it in my whole being that I'm the best fighter on the planet. I honestly have convinced myself that I'm not designed to lose. Power of the mind, and I believe that that you can speak things into existence. And I believe that when you know where you're going and you know what you want, the universe has a way of stepping aside for you.
The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it.
I've always had visions of better. I've always visualized better. And in times of struggle, I driving down in a banger of a car that I had to push start. I'd be still driving a stove-top Bentley around Beautiful, California in my head. And lo and behold, now I am driving a beautiful stove-top Bentley around California. So I always visualize good things. I always visualize victory, success, abundance. I visualized it all, and it's all happening.
Around 2010, 2011, I went through this huge spiritual thing where I became obsessed with the power of the mind. Meditation, visualization, and just realizing how powerful our minds actually are, like how we really do paint our world with our thoughts and our level of self-belief. So I took myself from being very average-minded to actually believing that I was the shit, and believing that I could be the shit and that I could be the GOAT and be the greatest and never lose. And I took myself to a different place mentally, and a lot of it came from mental practice and meditation and visualization and just seeking knowledge from people who are strong believers.
I knew I was going to be the person to bring martial arts to the public eye. And now it's happening. You know what I mean? There's two things I've learned from these past 7 months. Number one is that hard work pays off. And number two is that dreams come true. And that's what's happening.
Everyone is jealous of what you've got. No one is jealous of how you got it. People see the trophies, but not the training ground.
Everybody wants the view, but no one wants to climb.
A negative mind will find any way to make the world fit his priors.
Right.
So if you go into a situation adamant that you are unlovable, unwanted, broken, flawed, insufficient, you will manage to warp reality to be able to fit what you already believe.
that you used to go up on Mulholland Drive and park
every night
and visualize seeing yourself as.
Yeah, I would visualize.
This is when you were broken poor.
Right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
This was in like 1987, 85,
yeah. And I had nothing at that time, so it was like, but it just made me feel better. It made me, at that time, all it really was for me was kind of making me feel better. I would drive home and think, well, I do have these things, and they're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.
It's a beautiful feeling when preparation meets opportunity. Nothing is impossible. You know what I mean? You can achieve anything.
That's how your mind works 24/7. It never turns off. You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go in life. We are all where we are today because we thought ourselves to this position. If you don't like the position, think yourself out of it.
All that matters is how you see yourself. If you see yourself as the king, you know what I mean? You see yourself with all the belts and all everything.
How do I see myself?
And no matter what no one else says, as long as you see that and really believe
I'm gonna
in
work
it,
on my visualization tonight.
Being realistic is the most commonly